Okay, I think we are good. I'm going to actually pop in a couple minutes early than the start time that I had set up because we currently have 2 Lugia on the go. There is one that is done in 18 minutes, another one that's going to be done by 33 minutes, but then there are currently 3 more legendary eggs hatching for this raid hour, and 2 other gyms might present one to us as those other raids go away. Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and once again we're here with a legendary raid hour live stream featuring the, I believe, Aeroblast attacking Lugia, the legendary from the Johto region, or one of the legendaries. You can see in the neighborhood we got, in 15 minutes, a number of other Lugia hatching. But I thought, with, get out of here, Pelipper. Get out of here, notifications. I don't want to see all this stuff. I want to go over here. So with this Lugia, still here for another 18 minutes. Let's see if we have enough people here right at the start, excuse me, to jump on in and see if we can tackle this. So, first order of business, I gotta say hi to everybody. Hello to Wolf29, Pet Sim asking, can you join? You got 1 pass left. Well, you can definitely join. I'll explain how to do that in just a moment. I'll try to speed through it because we're on a limited time right now. Hello to Andrea Gamer. Hello, Sailor Pika. And Dazzling Shell 101 EX is here as well. Alola, everyone. Alright, so, first thing you gotta do, if we're not friends yet in Pokemon Go, send me a friend request down here. You can You can type in the numeric code down below. You can also try to scan the QR code, see if that picks up for you. If not, of course, we do have that number code you can just punch in. I can't speak. So, when you've sent me a friend request, if you are going to jump in on the raid, well, what I do, essentially, is I'm going to say in the chat, I'll type raid, all caps. I've lost my audio again. I need a new headset. And as soon as I type in all caps raid, the first 5 names of the trainers that I see down below with hashtag raid next to their name, just so you know, I'm going to add them into an on-screen list. And as soon as we get 5 people plus myself, we'll jump in and tackle these raids. And I definitely want to try to get 5 because Lugia is pretty defensive. So we probably want to get the whole crew together. My audio, don't do this. So, again, if you need to send me a friend request, do so as soon as possible, and then when I see your name, if you're not someone that's currently on my list, then I will go ahead and add you in. Alright, so as we wait a moment before we jump on in, I'm going to say my usual routine here is right up here. So it says, when I type raid, don't spam, by the way, because spamming can get you timed out. We don't like spamming here. It's basically the first 5 people I'll add into the upcoming raid. If you don't get into the first raid, fear not, because I tend to go for new people every raid. So if you've already battled, I put you in, like, call it the maybe pile, like the standby column, where if we don't get 5 new people for the next raid, I'll go back and see who has already battled and who has thrown their name in the ring again. We'll start trying to fill up the lobby that way. So even if you have battled, don't hesitate to drop your name a second time, but just be aware I will probably pick 5 new people if we get 5 new people to try to get as many different players as possible a shot at getting a Lugia. So, I always say you want to probably have a Mega Evolution available on the go because any Mega Evolution active will allow you to get an extra candy for catching whatever raid boss you happen to take on, and you don't need to bring it to the battle. So if it's like a Mega, what would be a good example? Let's just say if there was like a Mega Caterpie, there's not. Actually, Mega Beedrill's a good example because weak to flying and psychic, actually. You could have Mega Beedrill, but don't bring it to the fight. As long as you have it active, you'll gain an extra candy if you catch the raid boss. Also, berries are important, right over here. Golden Raspberry gives you the easiest potential catch for any Pokemon. Pinap Berry will get you double the Lugia candy if you catch it while using one. Excuse me. And if you have a Silver Pinap Berry, you get an easier catch than usual. Not as good as a Golden Raz, but you do get double candy and 1 additional candy on top of that for catching whatever Pokemon it is. I got an itchy nose. Alright, so without further ado, if I can see, what do we got left on this one? We got 14 minutes. Okay, we got time to get caught up here on the chat here. Mr. Shark Bite is here, breaking that like button as per usual, as per always. Wolf wants to raid the Lugia, looks like. Pokemon Plays. Hello, can you join in a raid? You definitely can. Just follow the guidelines basically above or in the pinned message at the top of our chat, and that gives you the oh, Mr. Sharkbite's fixing it. I see the hammer and the thumb. Cool. But it gives you the steps on how to join in on this raid. Alright, let's see. Bloodhound, hello, welcome to our stream. I don't know about you folks. It looks so much darker in here today, but I've got all my lights on. I don't know what's happening. Alright, Richard says you'll take a raid invite. Well, if you get your name in on time, based on what we're going to be doing here, of course, definitely the first 5 people will jump on in. Hold your names until I say raid, though. Just give me a second. We're basically going to jump in here, but I see Ninja Ultimate. Hello! Welcome to our Lugia live stream. Okay, without further ado, let's adjust the hat so I know where I'm at live playback-wise. I'm about to say, well, based on what you're seeing, I have just said raid. We're going to hopefully be seeing names rolling on in. And I'll be adding the first 5. Wait for it, wait for it. I'm always watching my live playback myself to see when I do that little visual tell, I guess. And it should be right about... This is exciting, isn't it? Right about now. Alright, let's... excuse me. Let's see the names. But again, do not spam because that can get you timed out and I won't be able to see your name in time. Let's get my little list open here. That's not the list. Hold tight, hold tight. More talking to myself than anyone. There we go. Alright, so let's see. You see Garen77 is the first name I see. So we've got Garen77. We've got Donkey Kicker 300. We got this here. If I make a typo on screen, worry not. I'll be able to still find you on my list there. We got Akimiko Raise Bananas. I almost typed Aki Bananas. That's what I get for trying to go too quick. Okay, Raise Bananas. And I think I spelled with an S, not a Z. That's my bad. I apologize. But we got Milzinator. Okay, so we got our first 5. Okay, first, I'm typing in the chat here. First 5 trainers chosen. Hold your names for the next lobby. Now, I spelled lobby wrong too. That's okay. I'm just trying to speed through. Now, I think I have everybody on the list already. Also, what was I about to say? I don't know. But if you don't get involved in a particular raid, there should be many more to go. And I don't know if the first 2 Lugia that we have on screen here will spawn, like those gyms might spawn another legendary egg during the raid hour, but we will find out. Okay, so let me just grab everybody here. I always like to do this. I grab the names first and foremost so that I can just simply copy paste and then find you all quickly to give you the quickest, or not the quickest, the what would you say, the longest possible chance to find your invite sent your way. Okay, so let's grab all of these. Now, before I do go into that raid, though, yeah, we're all there. I'm going to do what I just said earlier. I got to do a Mega Evolution. Wait a minute. We got time. I got to feed O'Hare. He needs one last little treat. Bear with me here, folks. I'm going to max out the hearts for feeding. Also, it's been laundry day, and my bed is not made. So we're doing my usual standby of just throw the blanket over everything. Don't you love having Mega Evolutions? Now, we're not going to Mega Evolve O'Hare here, because he doesn't have as much Mega Energy as my Beedrill. It's funny I use Beedrill as an example of what not to Mega Evolve, or at least what not to bring into battle. And off you go, dude. Alright, so I'm going to do what I said that you folks could do, is go to my Pokemon, and with a whopping 965 Mega Energy, I can spare 20 to Mega Evolve Stinger into a 3119 Mega Beedrill. He might not be terrible to bring to the battle, actually, but it's probably wise not to. Okay, we take that raid list off screen. And let's head over to this gym with another 9 minutes remaining. So I wonder... Oh, there's 2 in there already. We're going to wait. I'm going to see how much time there is left on this. 72. Now I'm going to back out, actually. Excuse me. I want to make sure to give you folks as much time as possible. So we're going to let them go. It's just another minute. Then I'll open up a fresh lobby, send out your invites. Alright, hey, let's see. Yeah, Ray's Bananas, I definitely have you in the list there. And so, as Sailor Pika says, in the meantime, while we're waiting for this lobby to open up and the invites are being sent out, go ahead and use the chat as a friend code exchange. If you want to drop your friend codes in the chat and start exchanging amongst other people in the world, go right on ahead, and hopefully you can get yourself some cool gifts. Are there any special hatchings from the gift eggs? I don't think there's anything that stands out to me. I'm going to open up another window, or another tab in my window, and take a look at PokemonGoLive.com. Best place to go for all of your Pokemon Go updates because it's straight from the creators. They have addressed the distance issue, by the way. If you're not aware of what the response was, just go to PokemonGoLive.com, click on their updates option, and you can see what they've decided on the Pokestop spinning distance. What do we get from the eggs? I'm going to take a look at... Okay, the lobby is clean. We're jumping on in. I'm going to send your invites out. And I'm going to let the game choose for me who or which Pokemon to bring. Okay, The first 5 are ready to jump on in. So as far as eggs from gifts, what the? I did not see this. Oh, so, okay. They have announced the Psychic Spectacular, so I'm going to have to look at that. But as far as the gift eggs, no, they're not actually mentioning what's coming from the 7-kilometer eggs yet. So I guess we'll find out as we start getting some of them. Excuse me, I'm always clearing my throat for those of you who are new and aren't familiar. It's just one of the things that I have to do. Ninja Ultimate asking, what's the max combat power you can get on a Pokemon? I don't know off the top of my head. Now, it would depend on which Pokemon can have the highest CP, basically, right? But you can also increase that slightly through having it as a active best buddy, because once you're best buddies with a Pokemon, it does... you get a bonus of having a CP boost, which is basically like 1 level stronger than usual. And also, if it is a Mega Evolution capable Pokemon, then you can go even higher through Mega Evolution. Willow wants in. Hang on. See if I can reach the door from here. I usually can. Not that she's going to help us with the raid, but when the cat wants in, you got to let her in. I'm not sure if you can hear her or not, but she's meowing. Excuse me, meowing away a little bit. Okay, I got to move my chair back there. Move. Don't disrupt. Get up here. You can see her tail there, just like Woof from the Where's Waldo books. There she is. Yeah, she was hiding behind my back the entire last live stream. Did I just lose connection? Come on now. Don't do this. Just as this battle's about to start, this is all Willow's fault. Are we good? Alright. Again, my charging port, the cable, something is not great on my phone. But hopefully we'll be able to get through this regardless. Alright, let's crunch away. Okay, let's see. So as Sailor Pika says, hold the trainer names until the next raid begins. Once we get through this. And the thing is, like I said, this is pretty defensive, so hopefully we'll be able to get it. Oh, it's got Hydro Pump. Great, that's why my Tyranitar falls. Still there, Willow? Are you watching the game? Okay, let's go for Meteor Mash. What do you think, folks? Can we get this? We should be able to tackle this, I believe. Also, if you do see any visual problems, like if I lose connection with the phone again, let me know in the chat and I'll try to fix it as soon as I can. Where are you going? What are you looking at? Don't look at those cables. I think she wants to tear at the cables. See, yeah, this one, I'm not sure if we'll be able to get it. We need some serious encouragement. Everyone cheer us on in the chat. Okay, Willow, you gotta stop. I gotta focus on the fighting. Go lay down. If she lays down over on the bed, though, we'll get to see her while I'm catching the Lugia. Which we might be able to do, maybe. See, look at this. I hate when it knocks out a Pokemon, but I'm still there, and I can't really... Like, I'm just losing time. I think we can get this, actually, now that I'm looking at this. We do have our Hydreigon, Ghidorah, here. She resists the Hydro Pump. Some super effective Dark Pulses. Alright, where are we at in the chat? Indeed, if anyone's looking for the code, it is down below. Willow's Tail right now. So you should be able to send me a friend request there. I'll be adding back people who are jumping in on the next raid, but I'm going to hold off on adding anyone who's not going to be raiding today simply because I don't want to overload my list. Look, again, I was apparently gone, I guess. So that's twice in one battle there. They do the 1 HP. Like, well, basically, my Pokemon would have like a focus band or something. A built-in focus sash. Sturdy ability, although they don't have abilities in the game. Maybe someday. Because like that's the thing with some of the Mega Evolutions. A lot of Megas really are great because they have certain abilities. And without having those abilities in the game of Pokemon Go, it kind of diminishes their abilities, their skills, their usefulness. It's like even stuff like Shedinja. I remember when I first got a Shedinja from, I think it was a breakthrough box. I tried it out, and in one hit it fainted, and I'm like, yeah, because it doesn't have Magic Guard ability. So, you gotta work with what they give you. But it was kind of funny to build up the whole, like, you know, this thing's gonna be immune to everything. Like, I was fighting Exeggutor, and it did a Bullet Seed and took down my CP, or my 10 CP. Was it 10 CP? I know it was 10 HP. But either way, Shedinja's not very viable. Alright, let's see. You think Willow wants to get on the raid invite? Maybe. She doesn't have a cell phone account, though. So I don't know if she can really make much use of that. Okay, so it is in the red. And we do have more than a quarter of our time left. So if we can keep this pace, then we definitely do have this down. Excuse me, clear my throat once again. Ninja asks, are you currently playing through any other games than Pokemon Go? Not really at the moment. Like I'm hoping to be able to get a Switch with the new games coming up, because I definitely like the look of Pokemon Legends Arceus. And if there was any game I'm going to get a Switch for at this point, I think that would be the one, if I can afford to, maybe later this year. But I do want to have the ability to record or stream content with that as well. And I do know there's, like, you need a certain kind of equipment to be able to stream or record Switch content. And I got to look into all that. And it's going to be a pretty hefty, you know, investment. So I got to see if I'm able to actually safely do it. Anyway, that's behind the scenes stuff for the future. We got 30 seconds left to get this Lugia. Come on, I got another weak to Hydro Pump Pokemon on the field. I'm glad I have a lot of revives and potions for this. Crunch it up. Crunch it up. Alright, with 15 seconds left, the Lugia does go down. Okay. Let's see if we can get this catch. Now, of course, Shiny Lugia is available, so I've already got one myself. I'm not too concerned about picking up another one. Hopefully someone out there does get the Shiny Lugia. If you do get it, or if you get a perfect or anything and you have Instagram or Twitter, take a screenshot, put that on there, and tag me at Professor Chaz, and I want to see what I helped you get today, because it'd be cool to check that out. So I was charged and ready. Garen, 77 was the Traveler, and Akimiko got the last hit. Let's see, do we see a Shiny for anybody? For me, we're going to go ahead and encounter it up if we can get the grass to show. We got a regular, and let's go for some Pinap Berries. I don't like when you go way up that high. It can be hard to land the Premier Balls properly. But we got an excellent curveball. Immediately breaks out. That's lovely. I do have a lot of Pinap Berries to go for the event, though. Alright, let's see. I'm checking the chat, too, as I watch this thing break out of 2 balls immediately. And how does that miss? Do you see that? Went right through the circle. Let's see. Sailor Pika has linked over to my Instagram and Twitter if you want to check those out as well. I do post some other, sometimes shorter content stuff on there. Usually whenever I get a new evolution or maybe a random shiny I pick up. Can we get... Come on, Lugia. I mean, this is fine. Technically, the raid hour has only begun as of 3 minutes ago, so there should still be another one that started earlier. We should still have time for that, plus the 3 that would have hatched at 6 o'clock. Got it. And possibly 2 more, so we could have a lot of Lugia today. Also, Candy XLs, if you are level 40 or higher, any legendary or mythical Pokemon you catch gives you a guaranteed 3 Candy XL. So what's the CP? Well, what's the stats on a 2054? It's only a 3-star, kind of low tier 3-star. So it's not bad. It is a Lugia, if nothing else. And that was, what, 8 more candies. 8? 7. 7 more candies than I would have normally gotten. Alright, so, excuse me. What I'm going to do right now, let's find the next raid. And it was way up here at the Queen Square. Look at all the Lugia in the neighborhood. Don't you love seeing it? And a little tiny 1-star egg. So this raid up here, this one's got, how much time left? Another 13 minutes. So I'm going to immediately touch up the hat. And I'm going to say raid. Now just remember, as the pinned message says, there we go. As the pinned message says, don't spam, but drop your names as soon as possible, and the first 5 new names I'll add in for our upcoming raid here. There we go. Alright, so let's see what we can do. Now, if you have already battled, feel free to drop your name anyway. If we don't get 5 new names, I will bring back some people that have already battled to help us shore up our numbers a bit. Okay, let's grab all the names from this first raid. This one was over the river. I never pay attention to the name of that gym over there. So I also got to remember to heal my team too. That's something I often forget about. I'm just doing something off screen, just listing the names that have already battled, just so I can keep track on the fly. And I think we're good. There, so this one is Queen Square. Alright, let me clear out these names on here. I've probably already gotten the 5 in the chat right now. But if you don't get in on the second raid, worry not, fear not. There will be a number more for us to do. There we go. Alright, I don't even know my own format here, my own layout. Okay, let's see. I gotta scroll way back up now. Okay, let's see. So we need hashtag raid and a trainer name. I see Jason Rivas or Rivas. It's not a hashtag, but I still see the word raid. I'll let that one slide, I guess. So the reason I ask for the hashtag raid, first of all, when we get a really big group of people, it's going to be hard to keep track of like who's actually jumping in for a raid, or maybe just exchanging a name with someone else. But also, some people's names could be, say the name is How Are You. If someone just says How Are You in the chat, I'm not going to initially know that that is a request to join for the raid. So that's why hashtag raid is important. So we got JSunny45. That's the first name I see. I see Dano124. Who else we got? We got Sailor Pika is our third name with the hashtag raid. Let's see who else we got. We got Donkey Kicker for a second attempt. We'll hold you in the, like I call it, the maybe pile. We got It's Your Boy Colin, right there. Let's add you in. Is that with a Z? It's Your Boy Call. And our fifth name with hashtag raid, I've got... My chat just jumped on me here. Just one sec. I'm way further back now. I see Dog Quadruple 8. Alright, so those are the new names. I do see a couple people that are not on my list right now. So let me go into my friends' requests. And we gotta add It's Your Boy Call. Who else we gotta add in? A couple other names as I saw. We saw Dog. That is 7 8s. I must have mistyped that. I know we got J Sunny, Sailor Pika. We gotta find Dano. Right there. Or Dieno. I'm not sure which way you're pronouncing it. Okay, so let's grab J's for J Sunny. Whoops. Dien. We got Sai. No, we got Dai. Sai for Sailor Pika. It's Your Boy. And Dog. Alright, so let's grab the 5 of those names. Copy that. Make sure we got the 5. There we are. Alrighty. Way up here to the Queen Square gym. Let's see if there's a raid open yet, or a lobby. There is not, but we're going to take a moment. Now, I didn't heal yet either. I'll probably, can I do that? I'm going to try something, actually. Okay, so first of all, names have been chosen. Hold your names for the next lobby. But again, feel free to drop your friend codes in the chat, exchange amongst each other, get some more gifts flying everywhere through those international, gifts and eggs, potentially. Let's go invite everybody for this one. If I can. There we go. Okay, invites are being sent your way right now. Okay, so I was going to try to back out to get my team healed, and so to heal them and then have them selected. I'm worried that that's not going to work out well. So we're just going to go ahead and do some revives here in the lobby. I feel like I have a decent amount of Pokemon to choose from that the game would, choose the... What is it double clicking, basically? I figure for everything that's not knocked out, I have a decent amount of Pokemon to work well in. Stop it! It's making me double tap when I'm not double tapping. That is weird. Anyway, we've got 3 of us are here. Let's see. Fireboy09 saying okay. Hopefully we're getting everybody in. Ninja Ultimate asking, have I ever considered streaming on Twitch? I'm not seriously thought about it. So, if anybody can suggest what are the, let's call them, the perks or maybe the benefits over YouTube, what would you say that they would be? Because, like, YouTube is where I, first got started. I'm basically content with how things are going. We need one more who is not here. Wraithby is local, it seems, I believe. But anyways, yeah, I've never seriously considered it, but I've just kind of toyed with the thought of what it would be like if I was streaming on Twitch as well. See, my concern is I feel like a Twitch streamer, that's their, I just wouldn't say their whole life, right? But that's like their main focus. And I don't know if I have the time for that. And I'd hate to start up a Twitch thing and be unable to provide regular content, Alright, let's do this. Let's take this one down. The first one came pretty close, but hopefully this one will be a little bit better. Are you back there, Will? She's way up on the shelf. What are you doing up there? You're not going to knock over all my stuff, are you? I like that. I gotta sit crouched down, my neck's gonna snap, but I mean, it's cool you guys get to see her in the background, right? That's not cool enough, I gotta stand up, or sit up. Alright, let's see if we can take this one down. Now, what did it have for a charged move? I didn't see. So, I forgot too, did it have Aeroblast when we fought it? Or when we caught it? I'm gonna double check what the event is supposed to be. So I'm gonna go back to the coming September. I'm looking at PokemonGoLive.com once again. This one has Sky Attack, I see. Okay. So yeah, it says Lugia with the Aeroblast attack should be the one we're fighting. So I didn't pay attention to that last one. Hopefully we did get Aeroblast for it, though. And I don't like how it's like my, Smackdown is going faster than it's supposed to, and that kind of lags out the charge move. See how it keeps taking some of my energy down? I don't like that. It shouldn't do that. That's messed up. That's going to cost us some damage in the long run. And again, look, my focus sash activates. Alright, we got some good power here. That we got Rhyperior with the Rock Wrecker. That should do some good damage to Lugia. Yeah, this one's looking even better than the last one, I think. I hope. We'll see as time goes on. Let's see. Wonderful Life says you can't join. Thought you could do a premium pass on it. No, yeah, unfortunately it is just remote raid passes for these, which kind of makes sense, I guess, but as people have said, with how some parts of the world are still in lockdown, it would be nice if there was a way to convert a premium pass into a remote pass. But of course, premium passes can still be used for raids that you're physically at locally. But no, you do need to get them remote passes to be able to jump in on some of these raids. Oh, let's see. Fireboy says, even though I'm not a mod, I'm helping. Well, definitely it's good for helping to keep things in line in the chat. Sometimes the spamming does get out of control, and if people want to join in, definitely I understand, but you got to make sure not to spam, because that doesn't help anybody. Especially the fact that, like I say, as soon as I find 5 names, we're choosing those first 5. Just because you can throw your name in like 20 times, that doesn't give you a better chance. It actually hurts the chances, because if spamming is caught, you get timed out and all your messages go hidden. Therefore, I'm not going to see the name. With as many people as we can get for some of these raids, it does unfortunately come down to like the first come, first served. But that is why I try to get 5 new people every time, to try to get as many individual players a chance as possible, you know? I do want to say, now next Wednesday I think is going to be another Lugia raid hour, but I believe the next 3 Wednesdays are going to be the legendary Lake Trio of the Sinnoh region, so Azelf, Mesprit, and Yuxi. They're all region-specific throughout the world in different, what would you call them, thirds of the world. Each third has a different Lake Guardian. I want to try to have as many of the remote raids as possible for those, to try to help people from other parts of the world get my local legendary, which is Azelf. And if I can jump in on some Yuxi and Mesprit raids, I wouldn't be upset. I did manage to get a perfect Mesprit from my very first Mesprit raid, though, that I was invited to. So that wasn't bad. Alright, guys. We just got up to the red. We're already under our last quarter of time, so we got to pump out all the damage we can here. Hit it with everything we got. We'll see if we can pull through. I'm going to charge up a second rock slide here. Just keep wailing away. We got 45 seconds to try to finish this off. It does say there's only 5 people in here now, though. What happened to our number 6? I wonder if the local player backed out or if someone got booted, unfortunately. Alright, so everybody make sure to hold your names for the time being until we get the next lobby ready to go, because that can lead to a timeout, and then you may not be able to toss your name in the ring for that next lobby. This one's looking like it didn't pull through for us. We got 15 seconds to take down like 1/8 of its HP. I don't believe we managed to make it. 5, 4, yeah. Gave it our best shot, though. And I do believe that it is now timed out, because there wasn't much time left on that raid, as it was. There's like 1 minute and 30 left, but I don't think that's going to make any difference. So, that one, unfortunately, I always feel bad, because now I've cost 4 or 5 people a remote raid pass. At least you get Stardust for it, I suppose. But anyways, we got to move on to the next raid. So we're going to start... What do we got here? So we have... That was a Woobat? So, as I suspected, we do have another legendary happening at 6:32 at that gym that we already fought a Lugia. So we do have, actually, 2 more Lugia to do after this. So, plenty more chances. Okay. Let's see. Let's get my team healed up first this time, because now there's not as much of a rush to get these next raids done. Let's go ahead, throw some revives my way. Everybody else, make sure you heal up as well if you jump in on the next raid. And let's go for some hyper potions, I guess. Get everybody nice and healthy for this next one. So the next one, I guess we'll just tackle it right over here at my local across the street gym. We got 42 minutes left on these next batches. So, not much more to say. I'm just going to actually repost our pinned message. I find it easier to keep that in people's mind if it's right up in their face. So, when I say raid, don't do it yet. That's when I want to start seeing some names drop. I'm going to get caught up on the chat myself and see what is going on. Sailor Pika is reminding people, read on screen pinned message if you want to raid. So there is the message up here. There's also at the top of the chat, we do have that pinned message as well, giving you the details on how to jump on in with us. Ninja is asking, do you tend to play any RPGs other than Pokemon? Not lately, but I have played in the past, like some of the Final Fantasy games. I like the Mario RPG games. First of all, there was the one for Super Nintendo, but the Nintendo DS one, like say Partners in Time, like that, the Mario Superstar Saga, I liked that one. That was cool. I'm not sure if there's any other recent ones. Well, you could maybe say Pokemon Conquest is kind of RPG-ish. I liked that because it was different. It was similar enough, yet different enough from the Pokemon main series that was a pretty interesting one. Let's see. Michael is asking, alright, am I able to invite? I am indeed. So, when I say raid, also, first of all, make sure you've sent me a friend request, of course. I'll be adding people that have not yet, or that are not on my list yet, but want to jump in for the raid. So, just check that. And where am I at? I'm losing so many messages. Okay. So, right now, let's just go right on ahead. I'm going to tip my hat. And we're going to get ready to scream raid in the chat. And then that's when I want to start seeing, excuse me, them names dropping. Let's see. Ninja says Undertale is the best RPG in game ever, in your opinion. Okay, I want to see some names right there. I've seen Undertale. I like that concept of you can play, like, you know, say the pacifist route or whatever. That's cool. I like when games give you an option. I see that as similar to, I've seen playthroughs of The Walking Dead by Telltale Games where you have the illusion of choice that affects the game, even though a lot of times outcomes are fixed. Like, why couldn't Ben have made it? You know, you had a choice to save him or not. If you save him, you still lose him later. Come on. But anyways, I like how Sans sort of knows the coding of the game almost, like he knows what has happened. That was a cool little thing. Alright, let's see. We got... Bring this up on screen once again. Our good old list of names. I gotta clear these out though. Hang on. Hold tight. One of these days, I'll actually know how to do this in a proper pattern. Alright, so the first name I see... Sailor Pika, she's getting upset. Please hold your names till Chaz types raid. Alright, so we did that right now. We have hashtag raid for, is it Stijnu8? And again, remember, you gotta type hashtag raid as the message does say. Stinju... Or Stijnu. Oh no, I messed up. I'm gonna fix that. Quite often I mess up. Why is there lag in my own broadcaster? I don't know. We got Jones Bones 1910. That name sounds familiar. I feel like you might have been here at a previous stream, perhaps. We've got Jaden P4797. Oops. Okay, there's our first three. We have an unbolted wolf in the chat. Careful, everybody. They're not pinned down. A wolf running loose in the chat. Hide your wallets. No, I don't know why wallets. I just threw that out there. And we have Monkey McCall. Alright, the next 5 names have been chosen. Next trainers have been picked. Hold your names until the next lobby. And of course, in the meantime, feel free to drop your friend codes to exchange amongst everybody in the world who may be watching. Okay, so let's go ahead. I think these are all new names I have not yet seen, unless Jones Bones is still in here. But I don't remember seeing the name for quite a while. Let's take a look. See, there's the Monkey McCall, the Unbolted Wolf. I'm getting some lag on my game here too. There's the Jaden. There is the Stijnu and Jones Bones right there. Alrighty, all 5 names. So here's what I can even do to speed things up. Did I heal? I took the time to heal, right? I healed. We good. Alright, we're gonna head over to this gym. Too bad I'm not drifted into position because I could use a non-remote pass for this, but it's all well and good. So we're going to go with... I should be able to find your names here easily enough. There's Dog, there's... Nope, where did Diano? I probably should have typed the names then. Stijnu Monkey... Unbolted, Jones Bones, and Jaden. I think that was good. Okay. Okay, let's see. Jaja says, I have raid passes, but I can fight. Well, raid passes are definitely going to be necessary, because without a raid pass, we can't jump into the raid. So it says there's 2 ghosts in there right now. As you can see, there is nobody actually standing in the lobby. But I'll take the game's word for it. So this is at the Carlton Community Center, just right across the street, which quite often I can reach from my computer right here. Today is not one of those days, though, so I got to use up one of my very precious, expensive remote passes. It says there's 3 ghosts in there now. Ah, there we're seeing some people. All right. And again, I'm just tidying up my list of names over here. So it says 4. I hope we can get everybody in there. Come on now. Actually, one of them is a local player, too. So if we can get the rest of the invited list here, we can do this. It's almost like we should back out, because we don't have enough people. I'm going to stay in. I don't care. I'll spend the coins. If anybody wants to back out, though, yeah, someone else backed out. I'm not going to hold it against anybody if you want to leave. If I do see that we don't have enough people, I'll leave too. And I'll try to invite everyone back again. But I'm going to check the chat to see. Let me just back out here now, because this is not going to be successful. So I saw that Stidge New stayed until the end, I think. Maybe not, because I'm the only one here now. Alright, so let me see if anyone was mentioning if there was like an issue or something before we try this again. Oh, and I see people are probably mentioning doing the 10 people trick. It goes against the idea of the raid passes, so I don't do those tricks. Okay, let's see. Richard is asking, can I guess when Step 3 of the special research will be available? It does say on PokemonGoLive.com that Professor Willow, I think we're going to have Step 2 available on the 5th of September. So I think we're just going to be able to claim that step and then move on to Step 3. So I think that's that. Okay, where are we at? And Michael's saying, back out and invite more. Well, I'll invite the same people, so we'll see if that can go. I should have copied the names now that I think about it. If I can put these... No, we already... Who did I not bring in then? I'm going to back out here. I'm going to make sure I get these names put in right. Let me back it up a bit here. Okay, let's go to my friends list. See, if it was something that, like if inviting 10 people was an option, they would give you that option with 1 pass. So since they limit you to 5, that's what they want you to go with. And that's what I go with. So we got Joan, we got Jade. I gotta go a lot more. There we go. I have a Jaden in here? Unbolted and Monk. Wow, I'm surprised like how many duplicate names I have in this one group here. Okay, let's select all this. We'll back out. We'll see if we can get everyone together for a second attempt at this. Hopefully nobody has used their raid pass yet, because that way you save yourselves from losing it. I've used mine, but again, I don't care. I'm hosting this, so I'll take the hit if need be. Alright. I might have invited the wrong people last time. Okay, from now on, I'm going to make sure to type the name, do that copy-paste thing, so I know for sure we got everybody who is on the list. Okay, let me... Did I do that? No, I got to clear out the names here. And then we'll get back on track. But again, at any point in this stream, later streams perhaps, if you're sticking around for others in the future, anytime you don't think you can, that we can't win this raid, back out. I got no problem with that. What hurts me is when we all stay in and we don't win, like that last one that we attempted, because it costs people your coins. Because remote raid passes are hard to come by. Although there are some times when you can just spend a 1 coin for a certain box and they give you some free stuff. Free for 1 coin, but still. That's cool. I like it. Okay, let's see. Excuse me for clearing my throat. We're getting some friend requests coming in. Hello to Tina. Welcome to the stream. See if we can tackle some of these Lugia together here. Where are we at? Oh, Jaden, your phone died, but you're on another device. Okay. Well, hopefully you can jump in for this one. Did anybody jump into that last raid and use their pass? Because this raid here, I'm gonna say back out. I know that there's like a 30-second delay. Me saying back out isn't gonna help you by any means, but hopefully you guys can back out, save yourself the pass, and we'll try for the next raid see if we can get other people together. Because with only 3 of us, this is not going to be... Yeah, okay, everyone backed out. Okay, you guys have saved your passes. That's good. I'm gonna leave myself. There it is. I was like, where's my back out button? Okay, so let's call this one a temporary wash. We will try... Or you know what? I'm gonna quit. We're gonna try again. I'm gonna ask for more names, but if I see a name that has already been used for this raid, I'm gonna prioritize that name. So let's do this again. Let's go ahead and... Before I do the hat thing, just make sure if you want to jump in on this raid, send me a friend request at the codes down below. You can either scan the QR code or punch in the number code. And when I say all caps raid in the chat, I want to see hashtag raid and your trainer name. Make sure you get both of those in there, and I'll add you to the list. And as I say, if any of the 5 who I had previously for this raid do say their name again, I'm going to give you top priority to jump on in with us. Alright, I think that's clear enough, maybe, hopefully. I want to see those names, everybody. Let's raid. Just give me a second to type that in myself. It's fun having that delay. I can prepare it, and while I'm waiting for the playback to catch up, I can get my typing ready. All right, and I'll get caught up on the chat in just a moment. Okay, let's start seeing some of them names drop down. Sorry if I'm not able to respond to everything in the chat too. I'm only seeing bits and pieces here and there. Raids Pokemon says every Monday you can get some Pokeballs and a free remote raid pass. There is a, I think it's for all this month, there's a special 1 coin collection box you can get in the shop that does give you a decent amount of stuff. Plus, I believe the remote raid pass for just 1 coin for the whole box. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to start the next list here. Can I bring this up here? Okay, so... the first name I see. Now, I'll be having to bump people from the end of the list if I see previous names, so we'll kind of play it by ear. I might then give the names I bump priority for the next raid. I think that's the fairest way to do this. Okay, Fireboy09 Pog. That's the first name I see with a hashtag. We got Jones Bones is back again. Alrighty. I'll type Jones Bones. I think we'll be able to find you well enough. Let's see. We've got Stidge New 8. I know you were attempting to join in on that raid, so let's add you. Where are we at here? I'm seeing some new names. Where am I at? My chat just jumped. I think that's what happens when somebody gets timed out. It compresses all their comments, and then it mixes up my view here. So stop spamming! It messes up and slows us down. That's no good. Okay, I don't see any previous names here. So I'm going to go back up and... well, I see some more spamming happening, so I mean... that's not the way to do it. The message does say not to spam, and there's not much more I can do to put that thought out there. All I can say is spamming does not get you into the raids. Okay, so we have Keon Box. And we need one more name. We have Uncle J Thou. Okay, I think we should be good. So let's go ahead and make sure I do get those names typed in. First, we got to add in the new names here. So we got to find Fireboy09. Pretty sure I saw you in the list earlier here. Stop lagging, screen. Look at this. Stop it. Yeah, there's Keon Box though. And there's Uncle J Thal. I should just have to add Fireboy. There you are. Alright. Okay. Now let's grab these names. This one's seeming more complicated than usual. Don't know what the dealio is. There's Stidge. We've got... Go with Key. And last but not least is Unk. Alright. Let's try this one again. Whoops. Select all. Copy. And let's head on over. Alright. We still got 26 minutes left on 3 Lugia raids in the area. Let's go ahead and send these invites out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully we'll be able to pull this one through. My team is fully healed. We're good to go there. Willow's still up here. Moral supporting us. I know she's not looking our way, but I trust her moral support. It's like April O'Neil from the Turtles game. We have her support. We can do anything. Does that mean she wasn't supporting us in that last raid? Well, perhaps. Alright, let's get serious here. I'm just fixing up my little list off to the side again. If only there was a way for the formatting to be constant between 2 different programs, but of course it's not going to be that simple. Alright, so there's 4 of us in here right now, myself, and we've got Fireboy, Keon Box, and Stidge New. We just got Jones Bones added in. All we need is... Where's our uncle? We need our uncle! Let me scroll down to the bottom of the chat, make sure we're caught up. The uncle's not going to make it! Can 5 do this? Well, we did it with 6 earlier. So it's possible. I think we can do it. If we get the super effectivity. Hey, we got the uncle! Yes, 6 of us! Alright, we got this. Let's take this thing down in 30 seconds time. Boy HG asking, when is a new raid? Well, as soon as this raid's done, I'm going to jump to the next one. There are 2 more available up until 7 o'clock my time, which is 25 minutes from now. And after that, there are 2 additional raids that I think have already hatched, but they'll be around for an hour. So, potentially up to 4 more raids today. Boy says 5 is impossible with low levels. I don't know. Like I say, we got 6 now. But if we have the super effective and occasionally... What's the weather like? The weather boost can definitely help as well. I remember I was trying to solo an Onyx back in the day when I was not as high a level as I am now, but trying to solo an Onyx, and I couldn't do it unless I had like either rainy or sunny weather to boost up my attacks. But with the weather boost, we did some serious damage. Now, I can't recall if it said that it was partly cloudy, because if so, that's a rock boost, at least. This Lugia has the future sight. Maybe it's seeing its defeat at our hands with this weather boost, which I'm only assuming we have the weather boost right now because I kind of want that. And Sailor Pika has just said, feel free to use the chat for the time being as a friend code exchange while we try to tackle this Lugia. Did it just say that I had the weather boost? I'm trying to see when it says that, but my thumb is in the way. Anyway, so has anybody out there during the Season of Mischief, which started today, have you gotten yourself a shiny Lugia? If so, what were the stats like? What was the CP? I got one back in the day from a breakthrough box, and this was funny. My cousin, who plays the game too, he said he went to a certain part of the uptown area here in town, and I think he said he opened a breakthrough box and he got a shiny Lugia from it. And then I had a breakthrough box, like, you know, the next day or whatever, and I went to that same spot, just not intending to. I just happened to be in the area, and when I opened my breakthrough box, and I got a shiny Lugia. So I was like, is that like a Lugia spot? Like, are you guaranteed shiny Lugia from the that part of town? Probably not, but it was just weird coincidence that we both got ours there. And that was the day that I learned that using AR Plus mode when catching does give shiny Pokemon a chance to break free. Because I didn't know that. Yeah, not that they can run away, I don't think, as long as it's like a special encounter. But it was cool to be able to get the shiny off of that with a little bit of effort. Looks like Boy HG doesn't believe in us, everybody. everybody meaning those in the chat. But based on the numbers and the HP bar, you might have something there. So yeah, it's not looking like this one's going to be a success either. So what I'm going to say... No, we had 6 here. I was going to say, we got to make sure we have 6 people for each raid. But we did. We just didn't have the levels needed, unfortunately. But I guess it comes down to that. So for the future raid lobbies, if the players chosen do not have at least, like, say, level 30, let's say, or at least into the low 30s, like, say, 33 to 34, feel free to gauge that, and if you don't think that we're going to win, you're welcome to back out, everybody. Again, like I said, I'll stay in as long as there's a couple people with me. We'll give it our best shot. But as I started off the stream by saying, Lugia is pretty defensive. If only we had more local people jumping in, too. That'd be nice. But yeah, with only 100 seconds left, Lugia's not even in the yellow yet. It looks like I'm here by myself. I say that, but what's weird, sometimes it pushes... It almost seems like they pushed the players into a new lobby, but you're still doing damage as like a collective group, right? So, I don't know. If this raid does fail, which it looks like it will, we'll just move on to the next gym. We'll say this community center was just fated to be doomed from the start. Starting off with not having enough players initially. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just wondering what just came in over there. You know what? We're not going to win. I'm going to jump over. There's a shadow over there. Who was that? Oh, got a Metagross there. Did it just faint? Is it only showing me the other player's Pokemon when they faint? Maybe. Well, I'll still stay in. I got plenty of potions and revives. It's going to actually clear up some of my item space too, so that's not terrible. Come on, Reptar. Reptar the Tyranitar. Take the last of its HP down. You think we got a chance on that? If only we had Mega Tyranitar. When do you think we're going to get Mega Tyranitar? So I think I was saying earlier, maybe? Or that might have been pre-recording for the next Pokemon Go video. But when are we going to see our next Megas? They haven't given us a new one in quite some time. So, yeah, it looks like I was the only one left at that point. Even though, why did it show the Metagross coming in? Let's just stay in. Let's just grab our Stardust. And we'll see if the next raid is a loss as well. We might just end the stream there, because if we can't get enough people, either locally or remotely, to take these down, I don't want to waste everybody's raid passes. So that means we're going to go to the Carlton Curling Club next. Now, I'm going to once again just paste our pinned message, just so people know, as it says, no spamming, because that can time us out. Let me see here. Yeah, so when I type raid in the chat, follow the instructions. Don't do it yet. In fact, I'm going to wait a moment so my words can, what'd you call it, latency through, I guess. But, yeah, make sure no spamming. I'm going to do it now. Alright, but again, we're not going to ask for the names just yet. I'm going to take a moment to heal my beaten and battered team. I'm just double checking the chat here. Let's try and keep it civil in the chat, thank you. And Sailor Pika, thank you for keeping an eye out. And we gotta heal up all my Pokemon. Let's start throwing some max potions their way. We got 160 of them. Alright, so we're back out. Ready to tackle at least this Lugia. We'll see how this goes. We'll gauge our future of the stream on that. And if this isn't really successful, then we'll probably not even have a remote raid live stream next week. But definitely when the legendary Guardian, the Lake Trio, when they show up, then we'll take them on. Now, feel free to drop your names in the chat following that exclamation of raid, and see if we can get 5 more people to jump on in. It might also help if we have... What am I trying to say? It might also help if we have the levels posted in the chat as well, so we can sort of see Like if we have level 35s and stuff, like I don't want to make it an exclusive thing where you have to have this certain level to jump in, because certain raids, maybe not Lugia, because like I said, the defenses are crazy, but certain raids, let's say Mesprit, or let's say Azelf, because that's what I'll be able to provide in the later part of this month, but you won't need a lot of people to take down an Azelf. So I don't want to limit participation to a certain level. I guess what we'll do just in the future for these streams, we'll see how the first few raids go, and if it's too difficult for the 5 that I can invite, we'll just say, well, we gave it our try. I just don't want people to lose their coins on their remote raid passes. So hopefully everyone who's been using a remote raid pass today has been using that one coin bundle. Okay, so first, see, we've got Dubs the Trainer. I gotta clear these names out again. One moment. Get these cleared up. And I think I might even just say, let's call it a free-for-all from here on out, because with only a few raids left to go for the day, I'll just grab whoever can do it. Alright, so let's see. I said Dubs the Trainer, I see first. We have 83 Aver. Let's go with that. Saved me a lot of typing. 83 Aver. We have Jopinator. Next, we've got Donkey Kicker. As I said, you've already battled, but we're going to jump you back on in anyways. And we have Bed 1. Alright, so that's our 5. I typoed. I think we're good. Alright, so I gotta add a few new names. Bear with me here, folks. Actually, I gotta type in the chat. I think I forgot last time. Trainers have been chosen. Hold your names for the potential next lobby. Because if this one doesn't work, we'll probably just call it a day. But I will try to find another streamer doing some more of these that might have a better chance at some of these Lugia raids if they're in their raid hour in the next time zone. Okay, who do we gotta add? I think I have Dubs the Trainer, but maybe not. I'm gonna start up here. I see Jopinator right there. Who else we gotta add in? I'm gonna scroll right past some people, ain't I? I think I did. Wait, why am I finding... What is happening? My scroller was all messed up. Okay, now we got Donkey Kicker. We gotta find... I'm not seeing those other names. Let me back out. Make sure you've sent me a friend request, by the way, at the codes below. Because I do need to have you on my friends list to be able to bring you on in. I'm not seeing Dubs 83 Aver unless that was typed wrong. Feel free to throw your names in again. If you see your name on this list over here, type it again in the chat so I can make sure we got it spelled right. I'll go back and double check in a moment here. Because I'm not seeing 83 or Bed. Let me back out for a moment here. Let's see. It's actually not pre-recorded. It's Jax. This is a live stream indeed. I'm starting to think this is pre-recorded. Well, it is absolutely not. I can give you my word for that. I am here physically. And that's all I can really say. And that's about that. Okay. Oh, is that Beaver Cleaver? Okay, but I still didn't see that name in the list, though. Let me just double check it. I've actually had people in the past, they've typed in what they thought was their trainer name, and I say I can't find it, and then they come back and say, oh wait, that was a different account, hang on, here's my current one. But again, nah, I don't see it here. Let me scroll back down. I'm not seeing. I'm gonna do a quick check to see if Dubs is here. Dubs the trainer is okay. We gotcha. But wait, we gotta find those other names coming in. No, they're not here. Okay, so we gotta take those names off. Yeah, at this rate, we're only gonna be able to do like one more raid anyway, I think, to be honest. Okay, so we got Dubs. We're gonna take out Beaver. We did get Joppy. And Bed is nowhere to be seen. I can't even move over there. There we go. Okay, so let's check this out. I'm gonna go back to where I said raid and see what other names we can find. So Keon Blocks. We saw that name. We're gonna bring you back in for this one. If this thing would let me click right. Why is there gotta be lag in a little text box? That makes no sense. Not that my computer is amazing though. There are issues with it for sure. I just didn't think they were this bad. And we got Fireboy09 Pog once again. Alright. Did that work? It didn't work. Okay. We'll say Fireboy09. So we should have everybody there then. We got Dub. We got Key. And let's hope we can pull through on this one. We got Dawn. And last but not least is not Fewer. Fire. Okay, select all. Yeah, I'm honestly feeling this isn't the most successful stream we've had based on what's been happening. However, I will say I can't join. There we go. I was like, where's my button? I need to buy more passes. But definitely in 2 weeks' time, we'll be having some Mesprit raid. Not Mesprit. For me, it'll be Azelf in my area. So I'll be doing as many of those as possible. If I can't be here for like a raid hour event on Wednesdays, then whenever... It's kind of what I did with like the Kangaskhan and Heracross raids. Anytime there is a legendary Azelf in the neighborhood, I'll probably try to invite as many people as I can, doing a random stream if I'm here at the computer to be able to do so. Alright, let's give this a shot. We'll see how well we can do. So for everybody else, feel free to use the chat as a way to exchange friend codes if you'd like to do so, possibly getting some gifts from around the world. Again, they didn't say anything special, like gift egg-wise, for what we'll be getting. Which is unfortunate. But I guess having the past, like, what was it? The Ultra Unlock event gave us... Why is this on my face? The Ultra Unlock bonuses gave us a lot of unique, kind of, possible shiny Pokemon. So, I guess having an event, like a season where things are more relaxed as far as gift eggs goes, that's not terrible. We had a big boon of rare stuff. Alright, let's see. Hopefully, as Sailor Pika says, hopefully we'll be able to take this one down. Tina says, you and Luke could hop in to help without an invite. If you want to, feel free. Oh, look at this. Okay, actually, you guys are doing that right now. Sweet! So there's now 6 of us. Only 3 from the list. Hopefully someone else from the list can jump in as well. I think we can probably do it with who we have at 6. But I just don't want people to miss out on the invite. And that's why I always say, make sure people, you have your remote passes available, because where you can only invite a certain number of people, if I invite, like, say, 5 people and 3 of them don't have a remote pass, for example, then that hinders those who are going to be battling, and that's no good. People could lose their pass. Alright, thank you, Jax. Hopefully we're going to do good. Enjoy Minecraft. I've never played Minecraft. I've seen it played, but I've always felt like, is there an actual story to it, or is it more just like a sandbox? I was about to say, I feel like I'd like it more if there was a story mode, but then again, Spider-Man 2 on the GameCube, I actually liked the post-game, I guess, more than the story. I shouldn't say more than. At least as good as the story, because then you can just swing through New York to your heart's content. You just do whatever you feel like. You hear people calling for help, you can go save them. One of my favorite things that I did in Spider-Man 2 was... So, first of all, if you haven't played Spider-Man 2 on the GameCube, it's, of course, with Doc Ock, the Tobey Maguire, which, by the way, If you haven't seen the No Way Home trailer, you gotta see it. It's wild. But anyway, doing the post game there is like you just go around doing what you want, like climb the buildings, swing through the town, whatever. So one of the things that I did one time, there was people that were robbing a store, and when I went in to stop them, they got away in a helicopter. It's rare, but they can get away in a helicopter instead of a getaway car. So I'm chasing it through the streets. There's my focus sash again. I'm chasing it through the streets, swinging off the building. I'm trying to shoot the helicopter with my web, and it just isn't happening. So finally, as we turn one corner through the building or something, I do manage to web it, and now I'm hanging from the helicopter. I'm like, yes, I got it. But as I'm pulling behind it, I'm like, what do I do now? You know, now that I've caught the helicopter, what's my second phase 2 of the plan? So I didn't have one. But as it flew up over the buildings, I had like one of the upgrades you can shoot 2 webs at once. So while I'm webbing the helicopter with one hand, I then shot a web at a building, and I'm Spider-Man here, caught between a helicopter and a skyscraper, like trying to hold it in place. I think it was just scripted that the helicopter would land on a nearby building, but it happened right about that time. I like to think that Spider-Man held the helicopter from getting away, and they had to land, and then I just swung over and beat them up. That was one of the funnest things I've done in like a sandbox kind of thing. Oh, Landon has liked and subscribed. Thank you very much. I appreciate you doing so. Definitely take a look at the channel and see if the rest of the content is to your liking. Hopefully it will be. But I always want to make sure people are subscribing for what I'd say is the right reason. You know, support is awesome and great, and I love it, but I want to make sure you get your value out of your subscription. So hopefully I got some cool stuff on here to keep you entertained. A lot of playthroughs from all the different main series Pokemon games, except, of course, Sword and Shield at the moment, because I do not have a Switch. And if I do get one, let me ask you this, folks. If I get a Switch near the end of this year, would I be too late to really provide a Sword and Shield playthrough? Like, would that even be interesting to watch at this point? Because the game is so old. Or I should say games. The generation is so old at this point. It's like, what, a year, year and a half? Who's going to want to watch that? Serious question. Would you like to watch that? Right, let's go, Articuno. This one's looking kind of close as well. I think we're basically in the lead as far as HP versus time. If we hit red before, what is it, what would the time be? 75 seconds, I think? Is it? I don't know. If we hit the red now anyway, so I'm just rambling about nothing. Right, but let's see if we can. Oh, and Emic Force or Emic Force has subscribed and liked as well. Awesome. Thank you very much. Again, feel free to browse the rest of the channel, see what you might find interesting. We go all the way back to Pokemon Blue on the original Game Boy. That's where I started my main adventures on the channel. And what I did basically was recreating my original adventures, where once I was done with Pokemon Blue, we started off Pokemon Silver, but I brought my Pokemon from Blue into Silver to continue our adventures there. So that might be of interest to you. Certainly was interest to me, or of interest to me by doing that. And a Hydro Pump takes down our Chandelure expectedly. I was just thinking the other day too about how I took on the Johto Elite Four using a lot of my Kanto Pokemon, because I only added a few new Johto species as I did the Silver playthrough. I just heard a Team Rocket appear. Okay, we got 15 seconds. Can we finish off this Lugia? It's looking very close. How close can we cut this? 5 seconds. Did we do it? Did it time us? Oh! Yeah, I think we might need to stop this live stream, because of the two that we beat, it was razor thin down to that wire. I don't think I feel confident trying to provide additional battles, which may likely just cost raid passes. Okay, I'm gonna say let's do one more. Okay, we'll see what's left. There might only be 2 left anyway. If there are, we'll try to finish up with those ones. So good luck to everybody for something good for all this hard work that we're putting in. I got me a regular as well, but that again is fine. We got regular. I think we got a higher CP on that first one too. Alright, if you do get a shiny, let us know in the chat. Because I definitely want to hope that I provided something really good for all this strife we've been through. Landon is asking, can you join the next raid? So if we do have enough people that want to do another raid, then I'll definitely open up a lobby. And I got to see, though, how much time we have left on whatever raids are remaining in the neighborhood. If there's only 1 or 2, I guess we can keep trying. But I do know that this one that we just beat here, it would have ended in 1 minute. So there is another one that's going to have ended in 1 minute. I think 2 more that are going past the end of the hour. And I'm basically trying to catch these for extra candy. I got Lugia. I got shiny Lugia. I'm not too concerned. People are asking for the code, and it's right on screen, right near my chin. What are you doing, Willow? Willow's messing stuff up back there. It's no good. Come on, Lugia. Get caught, would ya? Okay, let's see. People are asking if they can join. Don't drop your names just yet, though, because we're not ready for that. You gotta try to get this caught, first of all. I don't see anyone saying they got a shiny, unfortunately. And I didn't even get a Lugia to begin with yet. Well, we got that earlier one. Okay, game. Can I play? Thank you. What was that all about? Everything's lagging too. I might just have to do one more and just shut everything off for the day. Because the computer's lagging out. Now the game's lagging out. This is such a rough live stream. Things aren't working right. Kevin Kong, well, Yiming Kong saying, can I friend you? You can send a friend request most definitely, but I do only add people that are going to jump in on raid lobbies, just so I don't fill my list up too quick. And I say the game should not be allowed to have the Pokemon attack a split second before the ball would hit. That feels kind of cheaty, you know? I've had that happen often enough where the ball is like literally about to touch them and then they do their attack. There should be a sort of a grace period where they're not allowed to. Because technically the game could be programmed to say every time the ball is that close they can attack. Fortunately, it doesn't seem that it is. But just to alleviate that concern, it would be nice. Now that one was my fault. I will admit I threw after it attacked. I was already in throw mode. Do you ever have that actually? You're so ready to throw the curveball that the moment it attacks, you're still in that thought process? I've done that. But that doesn't change the fact that I've seen many times when the ball is about to hit and then they attack. But I'm just rambling. I'm just repeating myself. Who cares? Doesn't matter. I'm just complaining that I can't catch Lugia. We got 2 Premier Balls left. Now again, that maybe was my fault. Last throw. Check this out. See, when you fake them out enough, you get the catch on that last ball right there. Total luck. No idea that was going to happen. But we got it. We got the triple Candy XL after a massive struggle. 3-star. You know, that's technically the lowest 3-star that you can get. If it's 8 total points away from perfect. If it's 9 total points away from perfect, it's a 2-star. 8 means it's the lowest of the 3 stars. But, it's candy. Alright, Lugia. Or just Lagia, I guess. Okay, we got... Hey, there's an Audino outside. So there's still 3 Lugia. We had another one hatch up there? Cool. With how tough these are, I'm going to say we're going to do one more. We're already past the hour anyway, so let's heal. Take me a moment to... I'm going to just go max revive for these ones. Yeah, I'm just not liking how close these are cutting as far as, like, you know, how many we've failed as well. I don't want to cost people their remote passes. How did I not take a damage on my last one? Whatever. Alright, so at least we got that one accomplished. So, I'm going to say we're going to do one more. So, what we're going to do is make sure I've got my list cleared out here. I'm very looking forward to the Azelf raids in a couple weeks' time. Let's just say that. So hopefully somebody got a really good Lugia out of that. So we're going to bring this list back up. So once again, I'm going to just paste our pinned message. And do not drop your names yet. This is just to remind you of how we do this. I know it might seem repetitive, but like with people coming and going during the stream at random times, so you don't know who's been here when I mention this or that or whatever. And some people don't notice the pinned message. Some people don't notice the message on the screen up there too. So this is just basically just a refresher of how I choose the people for what's going to be our final raid today. Okay, make sure that is all good. My team is healed up, so I will say raid in the chat. So let's start seeing some names. I say that not knowing if I've seen names yet or not, because there is that, say, 30-second latency thingy. I think I can change that, but I don't know if my system could even handle that, like streaming, you know, second to second live or whatever. All right. So make sure you type hashtag raid with your trainer name, just so I can tell what, you know, if you're just not throwing your name to someone else or whatever, that you want to jump in on this final raid of the day. So I see Only Darkness with hashtag raid. That's the first name there. What is that? Oh, never mind. I just saw this weird kind of like tooltip pop up. I'm like, I've never read that before. Alright, so we've got Only Darkness. We've got... How would you pronounce it? HX4 Dread. I'm just going to go with... Oops. HX4. How about that? I'll be able to find you pretty easily, I believe. We've got Beaver Cleaver again. Now, I'll add you in, but I couldn't find your request earlier. We'll just go with Beathreaver. Again, that's pretty unique. I should be able to find that, no problem. We've got hashtag raid. Acrolos. Willow. What are you doing? That was weird. Okay. I saw the playback and I saw Willow walking. I looked back at her and she's laying down. That freaked me out for a second. Again, that 30-second delay. And we got Donkey Kicker 300 for one more attempt at one more Lugia. Alright, so... Why is it there? I didn't type 3,300. I don't know how to type better than that. So, win or lose, we're going to say this is the last raid, because I do got to kind of get moving anyway. I didn't think... Like, I didn't know we were going to have this many raids lasting after the event, or after the raid hour. So, no O'Hare. First of all, let us make sure we got all the requests coming in. So I got to find Only Darkness. Now, in the meantime, does anybody know of any other YouTubers? There's a Krollos right there. That do remote raid hour live streams, because if so, feel free to share their channel here in the chat, so we can all swarm over there once we're done. Try to keep this train rolling, and hopefully a lot more successfully than we've had. So Only Darkness, Acrolos. So I gotta find Beaver Cleaver, which I'm still not seeing here in the list. So I'll have to probably just bypass that one again if we don't see it anywhere. But I'm going to say Hacks 4 Dread. I don't know why I'm thinking Hacks HX, I guess. But yeah, once again, you're all seeing it. I'm all seeing it. There is no Beaver Cleaver to be found. Let's go back to the top. Let's try one more chance at refreshing the incoming requests. Usually you got to back out to the main screen and then go back in. And let's see. Nope, not seeing it. Okay, so where were we at? We had Fireboy09 Pog once more, so I'll just add you in from here. Actually, I'll just do the search. We got Only. Oops. H4X. And just one moment here, folks. I'll be back in just a second. Just had a knock at the door, had to answer a quick old question. Okay, so we're gonna say Fireboy. Or wait, hang on. Wasn't it H? Or no, I did HX4. There we go. What am I thinking? H4X. Okay, I figured it out now. Okay, Fireboy. I can't even type. The systems are lagging. I can't type. This is a terrible stream. I'm usually a little better than this, just so everybody knows if you're unfamiliar with the channel. Some of you can vouch for me, I'm sure, right? Actually, no, you can go back and check out the earlier streams. That's how we can do that. Alright, enough rambling. Let's tackle this one up here once again. I think we won this one earlier. So, hopefully that'll be a good luck charm. Let's jump it on in. Now, I think that last one at that curling club, the reason we did manage that, because we did have Kariko and Tool Dude, some local players, jumping in to help us out. Because we didn't get all of the invited people in, I don't think, for that one. Alright, where am I at? I'm so far behind. My chat is lagging out now. What a day. What a stream. Okay, let's see. So Landon says that I'm bad at Pokemon Go. I mean, it depends on what you say bad. People should, like, not compare what you do to others. Just play it the way you want to play it. Play it just for fun, basically. Like, there's some people that take it, and not just this, take anything to, like, a really high competitive level. But for what? In the end, does it matter how well you do in a game or not? You know? I don't know. That's just a kind of way I like to look at it, and just be like, just be true to yourself. If you don't match up with someone else, look at them as, like, say, the next step that you can reach to. Like something to aspire towards. I've said that at our Pokemon League at the comic shop, Heroes Beacon. The idea is, if you're playing, you know, we have the TCG up there. If you're playing against people that are better than you, try to, you know, learn from them. And if you're playing someone that's, you know, lower than you in, like, say, the tiers or the rankings, then help them get better. Because if you improve the opponent to the point that maybe they're better than you, you then can improve to be above them. So everyone builds up. We're not going to win this with 3 people. I feel like I should back out, but I'm going to make sure people go first. I don't want to be the one to bail and leave them in you know, in the gym with no chance of winning, even though just 3 of us are not going to win. So, back out, only darkness. Get out of there! I hope you made it out. Please say you made it out. Am I alone? I think I'm alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. No! I just cost Only Darkness a raid pass. That's it. I'm taking this Lugia down. I don't care. No, it ain't gonna happen. And Willow, I think, wants to get rolling anyway. Do you? So I'm gonna take care of her. You know what? We might as well just end the stream here, because we've kind of been defeated. You know, we have to admit that. Now, I'll say, even though Lugia has proven to be too much for this format, okay, in the future, what I should definitely do is take a look at, I think there's like the website Pokemon Go Hub. It shows like their stats and such. I'm going to gauge whether or not I should do one of these live streams based on the defense of the legendary that we're going to be fighting. Or if it's not a legendary, whatever it is, but generally it's legendary. If the defense is a certain number, I'll probably say let's not risk a live stream, because, again, it hurts me to think that I've cost people raid passes, which cost in-game currency. And I definitely don't want to be doing that. Now, that being said, certain Pokemon we might overlook as far as live streams go, but in 2 weeks' time, I can basically guarantee we're going to be able to take down a whole bunch of Azelf raids. What are you doing? But Azelf is a lot less defensive. I've taken it down with like just a few people through remote raiding last time they were available. So, that is the plan. Probably no more remote raids. Like what I do, just so you know, even if we're not streaming, and if I'm doing a random raid that I come across, I do send out as many invites as I can, just because, you know, maybe someone has catch 30 ghost types or something. And if there's a ghost type raid, I invite everybody if they do have a task to do. 1 second here, folks. Did she mess up my connection? No, we're still good. Anyways, long story short, I always send out raid invites to people when I'm out doing, my daily routine and such. But as far as live streaming, it definitely has to be something that we can take down. But Azelf will be one of those Pokemon. So stay tuned in the next couple of weeks for that. In the meantime, stay tuned for... What else do I have going on these days? Not as much as I used to. I do want to talk about Pokemon Home as well. There's been an issue that I've learned. I might not be able to provide the Pokemon I was hoping to provide for our future on the channel here. But I'll talk about that probably in the next Pokemon Home video. Or Pokemon Home live stream, let's say. I feel like we should just back out. But anyway, I got plenty of revives and such. So, for the time being, what is we saying? Samer is saying, send friend requests their way. There's a Lugia in their house. They have access to a Lugia raid there. So if anybody wants to jump in on a Lugia raid, drop your friend codes in the chat right now and start linking up with other players. Because I'm sure they'll have many more potential Lugia battles to invite you to. But as for me, this raid will basically end us off here. So stay tuned to the channel. If you enjoyed today's raid, remote raid live stream for whatever reason, feel free to subscribe to our channel if you're not yet subscribed. But stay tuned, and usually I say activate the notifications, hit that bell button so you can see updates when videos and streams are happening. You might want to hold off on that for the immediate future, but definitely when Azelf comes back to our remote raids, then we'll be doing more of those. Alright, with that, I guess we might as well call it a day. So I'll say thank you, folks, as my shiny Melmetal falls. Thanks for hanging out, checking out the stream. Please stay tuned for the future when we have better potential for these live streams. And until then, Professor Chaz will catch you next time. Alright, have yourselves a good day, good evening, good night, or whatever time it is in your neck of the woods. And let's watch this Lugia fall as I sign off.